Hey everyone, it's Justin here, Voices for Voices. Thank you so much for joining with us on this episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. We are over 380 episodes. This is, I believe, episode number 382. Uh, it's just incredible. Thank you for all the love, all the support you have given us from the very beginning to where we're at today. We absolutely couldn't do it without you. There wouldn't be there wasn't an audience, viewers, listeners, followers, subscribers giving us the big thumbs up. Uh, we would not have a show. So thank you very much for joining us. A lot has happened uh, as we have been continuing to move forward as an organization, and so you may or may not have seen uh, an uptick in Voices for Voices, TikTok lives, Facebook lives and Instagram lives. Mostly the TikTok lives are where we've really just turned up, two, three notches where we're trying to uh, just get out to the masses about Voices for Voices, about our Voices for Voices TV show and podcast, which you're watching and listening to right this very time, knowing that reaching 90 countries, 100 countries, 1,000 cities across the world, and it's just awesome. And we are sharing that and continuing to share that in different ways in different areas to again, we got this big goal of helping at least at least eight, at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. And because of your help, your generosity, support, your love, your prayers, we're well on that way to doing that. So thank you so much. I like to share that at the beginning and the end because it truly is the reason we have a show, the reason why we're able to come to you on a consistent basis with content. With our TikTok lives, if you've checked those out in the recent, let's say the last week or so, you will have seen we are heavy on the promoting and marketing of our books under the Voices for Voices Publishing, which is uh, the ones that we have for sure that we're able to use in our TikTok shop, meaning we were able to fulfill on our own. And those are, so there's four of them. If you haven't checked that out, the first one is the House of You, Five Workforce Preparation Tips for a Successful Career. The second one is the House of You, Prescription for Living. The first, the House of You with the workforce prep. So that's about workforce preparation, transitioning, jobs, careers. The second one, Prescription for Living, that one is my mental health journey. Both of those you purchase off of our uh, Voices for Voices TikTok shop. You get autographed, both of them. So no matter how many you purchase of each of those, you get those signed by the author in those two books I wrote, Justin Allen Hayes. So I sign it with the big, beautiful uh, gold Sharpie. and I personalize uh, before we send out for shipment. So we usually get that information from an extra field when you're going through the sale process, the purchasing process. And if we don't get any information, we usually use like the first name and last name that are included on on the order, uh, because we want to have and we are having that kind of that white glove approach of wanting to do something over and above what we're required to do. So not only are you getting two great books there, but again, you're getting both of them signed and both of them personalized. The other two books that we have today, tonight, tomorrow, on our TikTok shop, our Voices for Voices TikTok shop, is the Atalan, the comic book, which the artwork is done by Cooper Saunders. The story is written by the hottest author of this time, and that is David Solomon. And those are brought to you, that particular book uh, is brought to you by Voices for Voices Publishing. So we have branched out. And then, so that particular book, that is not only the first crossover that David Solomon has done. He has never written comic books before, so that's his first one. And so we're recommending that you purchase a couple copies because they're going to be worth something uh, in a very short period of time. Unfortunately, we don't have any signed copies of the Atalan or the Young Siren Born, which is that second book that makes that total four. So we have the two, the House of You, then we have the Adeline comic book, and then we have the Young Siren Born. So that's a children's book, but it's not a picture book. It's a chapter book. It's best for ages 8 and above. And David Solomon not only did write the novel, the story itself, but also did the front cover and back cover of that story as well. So all four of those are we don't have signed copies at this time of The Young Siren Born. Uh, but we're trying to do that. We're trying to get some signed copies so that as you order, then signed copies come out your way. Uh, we're gonna have them. It's just a matter of time. So those are the four books that we have now under the uh, the main Voices for Voices organization. The House of You, the term you heard me use for the first two books, those are a those come from a brand called the House of You that we have the registration, so the R with a circle around it, and so we're federally protected from people copying uh, our content. So the House of You came earlier, couple years earlier than Voices for Voices. So the way we do things, just to kind of be totally transparent, is when books are purchased through Voices for Voices, so from our TikTok shop, from our voicesforvoices.org uh, shop, uh, we run those through the nonprofit for the financials. If those books are purchased on another platform like Amazon, number one, you're not those cop we don't sign those copies. We don't have really an easy ability to do that right now. So you don't get signed copies. Uh, and then those go through the House of You organization, which is a for-profit, a regular company, is what you would be familiar with. So we we go about the tax situation very clear, very transparent. If books are purchased through Voices for Voices means, then they go through the nonprofit 501(c)(3 process. If they are purchased on, through Ingram, Spark, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, uh, Amazon, then those run through the sales and the costs and all that run through the House of You, which is a separate entity, but we're offering them on both, kind of both platforms. So the House of You platform and platforms, as well as the Voices for Voices platforms. So I wanted to share that. That's one of the big areas we've been sharing on our TikToks, TikTok lives, or uh, Facebook lives, or Instagram lives, and we invite you to tune in, follow all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, and then of course all the streaming audio platforms and streaming apps like Spotify and iHeart, to name a few. You can watch on our Voices for Voices YouTube channel and or our Voices for Voices Rumble channel. So there's quite a variety, as you may already know. But if this is the first episode you're tuning into, uh, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad to have you. And so we just want to share that information. And we ask if you're able to do us a favor, no matter what platform, if you can subscribe, hit that subscribe button. You can give us a thumbs up, follow, share, like, comment. Keep the comments clean. We do from Unfortunately on our TikTok lives, somehow we attract some pretty not kind comments. So uh, just want to let you know that we report those to TikTok. We try to get those taken down, taken, blocking individuals and the screen names. But we can only do what we can. We can only ask for that. We don't own TikTok. We don't own any platforms. So uh, just wanted to share that in case you hop in and you're like, "Whoa, this is a bit much," because it is. It is a bit much. So very happy to be with you. What I want to share also, so not only do we have, the TikTok shop as something that is fairly new, and we're still learning our ways of how to work through that, as far as, how we pin, one book or two books and try to get all that sorted out. But we have, and I don't have it on right now, so you probably have seen me at some point in time. If you're able the ability to see, or somebody share share with you. I sometimes, especially now here in when the weather gets a little cooler, I tend to wear a black with white Voices for Voices stitching beanie. So a beanie that is the color black, and then on the front it says Voices for Voices, and it has the as the hands, just like this. ESTD, established in 2020. Uh, and we were on a TikTok live earlier this week, and I had a good question. Uh, one of our one of the individuals that came to our show said, "Hey, where can I get that beanie at? Where can I, where can I purchase that at?" And I didn't have a good answer because I just didn't. And so when I bought the one I have, which I don't have on, not wearing at this moment. Uh, Actually, when I bought the first one, it was a couple years ago, and I was at a family member's house, and they had uh, they had somebody that is from the trades that they had look at their, I think it was their air conditioner or their heater, their furnace, and that individual, I had the beanie on, and he said, "Where can I get that?" And so you'd have thought that like between that time and just recently, I would have or we would have been able to find a way to make those available in a seamless way to our followers, our fans, whether it's somebody wants to wear, they're unisex, so guys, girls, males, females, transitioning, whatever, anybody can wear them. And if that's something. And we also, it's not just black with the white. We are now offer like it's royal. There's a royal blue, so a darker blue with the white lettering. There's a gray with the white lettering, a red with the white lettering stitched in. Uh, so flip the page back, and so I just gave the hat off my head to the gentleman that was working at the family member's house because I didn't have another way, and so that's what I did. I just literally said, "All right, well, hey, yep." I don't have we don't have a way. Weren't thinking about a merch shop or making merchandise available. We're a very small organization. So that happened. So then I bought a new one, which is the one I've been wearing. And then the question came in earlier this week. And so I did a lot of research and to make things as seamless as possible. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to do a screen share. So for those watching, you're going to be able to actually see it, but I'm going to read out what the URL is that you can head over to where you can buy and purchase your very own Voices for Voices beanie, and we'll go through the different color options that are available. So I'm going to start a screen share. Okay, so screen share, and then we're going to, okay, I think I gotta, okay, here we go. So let's do this first. Let me make sure I have that pulled. There we go. Okay, there's that. I just had to make a couple adjustments here because I had a couple or have a couple different windows open. So I want to make sure that as I flip over that it is a smooth transition. Okay, so here we go. Share. So anybody who's interested in a Voices for Voices embroidered beanie. So these aren't, what you would think about as, the logo, being ironed on. These are stitched, and so we have a big belief that we want high quality items. If we are going to provide merchandise to our followers, our fans, somebody wants to stay warm, somebody wants to wear as an accessory. And so if you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, or another video platform, you will be able to see this URL here that I have highlighted. And so, yeah, you kind of have the HTTPS colon two forward slashes www dot voices for voices dot org forward slash shop forward slash p forward slash embroidered, which is spelled Embroidered dash Beanie, Beanie. So if you are watching, this is the URL that takes you to this site. So if you're not watching, if you're just listening and you are interested, I'm just going to read from beginning to end, just starting with the www all the way to the end. So you can uh, you can do pull that up and that is so if you are looking for an embroidered Voices for Voices beanie, the price is 24.99 and you can find it at www.voices for so for spelled out. So that's www.voicesforvoices.org forward slash SHOP forward slash P forward slash EM as in Mary BROIDERED dash BEANIE. So that is www.voicesforvoices.org forward slash shop forward slash P forward slash embroidered dash beanie. So for those that are watching, uh, and as those of you who are listening come to this landing page, you will see a human that is wearing the black beanie like I have. Not wearing at this very moment, but the one that I have is black and then it has the white embroidery stitching. And so the colors are so there's the black with the white embroidering. There is the red with the white embroidering of the Voices for Voices logo. There is I guess it's like a hunter green, so like a darker green with the white embroidery of Voices for Voices logo. There is gray with the white embroidery. And so those are the five options. There's the black and white. So the black beanie, white embroidery. There's the red with the white embroidery. There is the darker green or hunter green with the white embroidery. There is the gray beanie with the white embroidery of the Voices for Voices logo. And those are the five choices. And you can get your very own for 24.99, or there are four interest-free payments of $6.25 with Klarma. That's the uh, financing partner that we have. And so, a little bit about the beanie. The perfect beanie has arrived. This embroidered beauty has a snug fit that ensures you're going to feel cozy and warm whatever you're doing. This is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It is a breathable cotton blend, form, fitting, shape, and one size fits most. So again, www.voicesforvoices.org/shop/P/embroidered dash beanie. So that is a hot item since we have started to make that available just a couple days ago. As soon as I was able to find a solution, that was something that we made sure we were able to get up on our voicesforvoices.org website. And it's a seamless process. You do all your, your selecting of the color of the beanie, uh, and you you do that, and you select the quantity. So it's good stocking stuffer, and it helps fund mental health support, which is who we are, Voices for Voices. And we're grateful for any and all purchases, any and all donations. All donations are federally tax-free, uh, because we are a 501(c)(3) nonprofit charity organization. And the best way you can make a donation, there's not a monetary donation that is too small or too large. And we thank you in advance. If you would like to make a monetary donation here for Voices for Voices to help fund mental health support, which is what our main pillar of our organization is, you can go to love, so spelled out. So that's love, LOVE, voices, VOICES .org, ORG. So that is if you would like to make a donation, it's federally tax deductible. You can head on over to lovevoices.org. That's lovevoices.org, lovevoices.org. Thank you in advance, and thank you for all who have and are supporting us currently, have in the past, and will in the future. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough, and we are just grateful to be able to bring this show to you. And we were able to, talk through the beanie, the four TikTok shop books that we have available. If you check out Amazon, you're seeing more and more books that are getting added under the Voices for Voices publishing house. And the same thing with Ingram Spark. Uh, More and more are going to be showing up uh, as the days go by, like that Keith Urban song, Days Go By. So as the days go by, more and more books that are original, that the House of You books that I wrote, Justin Allen Hayes. The other two books that we have on our TikTok shop, the Young Siren Born and the Atalan comic book. David Solomon, the hottest author of our day, wrote the stories for both of them. He did the artwork for the front cover and the back cover of the Young Siren Born chapter book, best for ages 8 and up. And he did the story for the Atalan comic book, first comic book David's ever written. He's written for TV shows, written for uh, mega artists like Justin Bieber, One Republic, uh, Imagine Dragons, and the list kind of goes on. Uh, and so the Atalan Cooper Saunders did the artwork on the outside, so the front cover as well as inside the comic. So we're very excited to be sharing these with you. So uh, please check them out. Please follow our Voices for Voices social media pages. Please smash that subscribe button for our Voices for Voices TV show and podcast, uh, so you don't miss a thing. And share. Please share. Please share this Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. And also grab a few of our books, grab a beanie or two with upcoming holidays. And even if you don't celebrate holidays, that's just okay too. You may live in a climate where it's a little bit cooler, so the beanie is still a perfect choice. Nothing's perfect, but it's close to perfect. That is going to be useful. So it's not something that's just going to lay around. It's going to be used and can be used with throughout the family. Uh, we've even had teams, so coaches and teachers bulk order for their classes and for their students, their players, their individuals that are playing athletics, and pastors have. It's just incredible. I didn't realize that there was going to be quite this many people that were going to be so interested, and so we're happy. Uh, we're happy to help others, and that's where the money goes. So that's the big thing. We're sort of keeping people warm. Can also wear it as an accessory to a night out, to just chilling with your friends. Uh, there's just so many ways, and that's why we offer five different colors. So if you like the purchase a couple different colors to go with different outfits, you have that option as well. We will be getting, and I wanted to make sure I add this, we will be getting a purple beanie with the white lettering. So as you see behind me in our logo, we use a lot with shades of purple. So we are working tirelessly to get a sixth color of beanie to be the color purple with the white lettering. So thank you very much. Again, follow us, check us out, start from the beginning. We have 381 plus episodes of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. I'm your host, Justin Allen Hayes, founder of Voices for Voices. Uh, Again, download all the episodes and listen to them or watch them at your leisure. And we also recommend, if you have Facebook, to follow Mythical Creatures Around the World. That's Mythical Creatures Around the World. And one more time, Mythical Creatures Around the World. That is a group, an organization that we now have under Voices for Voices, and David Solomon is the leader of that organization, that Facebook group, where a lot of the story, the characters for the stories and for production are gonna they're gonna be coming from. And again, we're if you're not never heard of that before, Mythical Creatures Around the World is a Facebook group. It's free to join. Just like it's free to hit that subscribe button for the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast, free to give us the thumbs up, like, follow, share, 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 share. We can't say it enough. And check out those Voices for Voices beanies and those 5 colors. Grab a few for uh, i- if you're in a cooler climate or you just want to be styling, or if you want to be golden, that will probably help as well. So we just may be having a golden version of our Voices for Voices beanies. So a lot of excitement around the organization, a lot of activity. Thank you for everything. Uh, and we'll see you on another episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. Please be a voice for you or somebody in need. And just know that we're praying for everyone across the world, whether they're our enemies, they don't like us, or whether they do. We're all human beings. We're all in this together. So we're praying for everybody. We want everybody to have a prosperous life, whatever that looks like for them, and whatever that that they're looking to have, that living their best life, whatever that means to them. And so that would make us happy if every single person on earth was able to do that. So we are praying, and we pray every night for everybody across the world. And we have a huge goal of wanting to help in one way or another, at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. Huge goal, huge feat. But we're gonna do it though. We have big goals here, but we have big dreams, but we also have big desire, a big uh, uh, trying to think of the right words. We just have a big appetite to help and to do as much as we can to get enough information out to help somebody step back from that ledge, to realize life is worth living, that uh, they're not alone, that don't listen to the negativity that's out there. Um, there's always going to be negativity. So we just focus on doing the best that we can at the pace that we can, and that's all we can do as human beings. Uh, the less we judge, the better we feel. And here at Voices for Voices, we are working to bring unity and togetherness. That's what we're working to bring, unity and togetherness, not division and divisiveness. We want to bring, and we are bringing unity and bringing people together through Voices for Voices, Voices for Voices Publishing, Voices for Voices Production, etc., through Mythical Creatures Around the World, Facebook group, close to 100,000 followers. Help us hit that goal. That would be just amazing here to close out the end of the calendar year 2025. And we're going to hit at least 400 total Voices for Voices TV show and podcast episodes. We're going to at least hit that number 100 before January 1st rolls around 2026. I promise you that. Our goal was we were going to hit 300. That was the goal that we originally set out. We're over 80 above that right now, and we're going to eclipse that original goal by at least 100. So that should tell you the work ethic that we have of wanting to share and help and give back and help support mental health care and mental illness support. So until next time, I'm your host, Justin Allen Hayes. Voices for Voices. Grab yourself a beanie or two, grab yourself a book or two, and we'll see you on a future episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast, and a future TikTok live, Facebook live, Instagram live. You got it. We're here for you. We love you. So if anybody tells you that nobody loves you, you can tell them the Voices for Voices and Justin Allen Hayes and David Solomon, they love me. And it's okay to love yourself. We have to love ourselves so we can project out that. So if you think nobody loves me, we love you. Your life is worth living, like Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons has said over and over and over again. Therapy is not a bad thing. It shows strength, not weakness. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. We love you.